Oh, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Your boy Anthony here. I can't hold up no more. I was on the road a while ago, went and washed my car, and now I came back. I fell asleep. I'm so tired, I'm telling you. Not too long came from work, so I went on the road to wash my car, and I'm telling you, I'm tired like hell. So yeah, my people, I'm telling you, today is very, very warm. Nice, lovely day. We can't complain today. A matter of fact, right now, I want to sleep and inside here is, inside this house, inside the house, it's hot. Yeah. I'm trying my best to fall asleep, but I think I think the heat is the problem why I can't fall asleep. It's kind of hot. I can turn the AC on, but I don't like the AC. I just don't like the AC. Yeah, my people, the work, when I go to work and come home, especially when I come home and have something to eat, can't resist. Just sleep. So yeah, my people. Yeah, old boy's tired, trying to get asleep. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Yep. I can't wake up now. I just came from work. I'm tired, man. Real tired. I came from work not too long ago, but when I came, I went back on the road and, got my car washed. But I'm telling you, the heat is very high now. Not the heat from the house, from the sunshine that is, tearing up the place outside. Outside is beautiful with sunshine. But I'm inside here. My eyes are filled with sleep, but I don't know why I can't fall asleep. Yeah, I'm trying to take a nap, but I just can't fall asleep as much as I want. I, I think I should just turn the TV on. Maybe the TV will tranquilize me and put me to bed. Yeah, I think I should do that. Yeah. Boy. Well, I'm off tonight. I don't have to go to work tonight, so I can enjoy a full day's rest. Yeah. Getting up getting up 12:30 every night to get out by 1 o'clock for work take its toll on me. I mean, I'm not feeling any pain, it's just that, because of my age, I get tired sometimes. Very proud of my age anyway, because, I give thanks. I give thanks for my age. 75, I'm not hiding it, 75. Yep, give thanks for it because millions never live to see this age. So every day I get up, I give thanks to the Father, for waking me up and giving me another day, and on top of the land, you know. Give thanks for the blessing that He has bestowed upon me, Yeah. At 75, I can still go to work. A lot of people, I see people who are like 40s, 50s, and 60s, they can barely walk. Yeah. I give thanks to the Lord that I took care of this. Yeah. Played a lot of soccer in my life. Do a lot of training. Yep. Keeps me standing strong at this age. Yeah. I came in and my son made some flitters. I know you guys are supposed to remember it. You know what? Let me get it and show you guys it. You Jamaicans, you're supposed to remember what flitters made with. He made it with well, we know it as codfish and we know it as saltfish. Yeah, of course, we have to soak it for a good portion of time first, and then we boil it, pick the bones out, mix it with the flour, and put, scallion and, a bit of thyme, a little salt. If the saltfish is, soak out too fresh, then you have to add back a little salt in it. But generally, we don't put salt because the saltfish is already in there. Yeah. So let me show you guys it. Here it is. I had 4 already. I can't have any more now, so I'm gonna let these stay until I finish taking a rest. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn the TV on, so maybe the TV will help me to fall asleep, because the TV is a tranquilizer, you know that. Yeah, so my people, my son made this for me before I came home from work. Yeah. They call it flitters. Back home in Jamaica, our parents used to make this for me when we were kids. This is something you can make, around the house very quick when you want to do something quick. Yeah. Yeah, very nice. I mean, for the Americans who don't know what it is made with flour, saltfish, and you put your seasoning like scallion, a little thyme. You can also put a little onion in it too. Yeah, that's how we do it, and then fry it. Yeah. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm telling you, I'm tired, so I'm just laying down and trying to get us. Let me turn the TV on, because maybe the TV will help me to fall asleep. Let me turn it on and watch see if I can watch a little news, a little current events.
And more breaking news that we want to bring you just into our newsroom. Anthropic
Well,
is
I'm
suing
gonna-
the Trump administration. It's asking federal courts to
I'm gonna mute it
reverse
because
the
I don't
White
want
House
any
decision designating the
copyright to
artificial
reach me,
intelligence
so
company as a
I gotta
supply chain
mute
risk.
it. I can watch it, just like that. Yeah. I'm very careful about the copyright stuff, you know what I mean? Because sometimes they be playing music and I don't want it to catch me, so popcorn sweet or salty? Popcorn is something that you put in the microwave and pop it up. It's a little bit salty, not much. And you know, and sometimes it can be a little bit sweet. Yeah. Our sixth Vidsura said, hi, how you doing? The boy Anthony here? Yeah, I'm trying to, get me a little rest. Not too long, came from work. And then I went back out on the road to, get my car washed. And then I came home now. And I'm sort of feeling tired, so that's why I'm trying to catch a sleep here. I'm not a spring chicken anymore, Yeah. I'm a old boy now, so I gotta hold my lane, I gotta know my limit. Yeah. I'm physically healthy still, but with the age, things that you used to do, you can't do no more. Not much of it anymore, Yeah. I used to can stay up for hours, without going to sleep and things. Now, as I come home from work now, especially if I had something to eat, oh my God, that's history. The rest of it is history after I eat something and turn the TV on. Yeah. I'm watching the TV too right now, but I mute it because I don't want the copyright to reach me. So that's why you guys not hearing the sound of the TV. Gotta be very careful because YouTube is very strict when it comes to those stuff. There are certain things I don't do on my channel. Even the emojis and so on, I don't play around with them because you can get into trouble if you use too much of them. So that's why I don't fool around those stuff. And I just started this channel, not too long ago. Well, I had the channel from 2017, but I wasn't doing any posting, nothing like that. So it's about a year now since I'm posting. So I'm still new at it. I'm still an amateur. I'm not a pro as yet. So I gotta be careful. It's some of the stuff that I do and things like that. Yeah, that's where it is. Double tap the screen. Why? Why should I double tap the screen? You gotta tell me, I'm not a pro. I'm an amateur, just started doing this stuff. So if you say double tap the screen, tell me why. My eyes are burning me, with yeah, it's burning me a bit because I think it's because I am lacking sleeping, I get up so early well, for the past couple of days, yeah, that's why I'm feeling so tired, because we have changed the time now from daylight saving time. Okay, so I don't get enough sleep. I just realized, just remember, I don't get enough sleep again because I have to get up earlier now. Okay. I'll soon be around back again. Yeah, I'll soon come back to normal again. Yeah. Yeah, I went to work at 1 o'clock last night. Wasn't bad. Work wasn't bad today, I had a good time at work, I did a lot of work, but I had a good time. Wasn't bad. The other day I went for a 3 weeks vacation, and when I get back, because I work on the wet wall, and when I get back, everybody was telling me that the wet wall was in a mess when I left. And before that, the team leader sometimes want to put pressure on me. He wants me to finish the wet wall by 9, and so now, when I went away for the 3 weeks, he was like saying to the other guys, "Oh, I can't wait until Anthony come back because these guys who are working on the wall are taking so long to do the wall. They come to work 3 o'clock in the night and up until 12:30 they can't finish the wall. I can't wait for Anthony to come back." I said, "Good for you. Now you know how valuable I was. I am. Now you know how valuable I am." And then since I came back, he's not saying anything to me anymore. No. Because he realized now that doing that wall is not an easy stuff. It's not an easy stuff. You not only just take things out and put on the wall. You gotta make sure that the stuff are in good quality. 2, you got to prep them. You got to cut the ends of them. You got to look at it and make sure, like the leaf, the greens, you got to make sure you take out the yellow leaves and all those other stuff. Some of those stuff you have to go in the back and wash them and things like that. So they stay, on the other side of the department, and they saw you over there working, think it's easy. So when they come on it now and try to do it themselves, then they realize that it's not something easy. So when I was away, that's when they missed my service. Yeah. Everybody, customer, well, we have shoppers who shop for people. A lot of them, they come to work by 4, and people will order stuff online, and those people do the shopping for them and pack it, and then they have drivers who deliver it to the people. And all those people were complaining to me and telling me how terrible the wall was without me. Yep. So you have a saying, say, a cow never know the use of his tail until he loses it. Yeah. When I'm there, they take me for granted and think that doing that job is a very easy job. Now they realize it's not easy. He's not messing around me anymore, no, because he knows now. I mean, he's a good guy, I mean, for a team leader, I'm telling you, he's a good guy. He's one of them Caribbean guys. I think he's from Dominican, yeah. But he's a good guy, even though he's kind of, have a little slave driver mentality, but he's a good guy, yeah. I have to give him that. He's a good guy, He defends your job, If anything is going bad, he calls you one side and he tell you that management don't like this, and you can't do that, and be careful of that, and so on. Yeah, he's a good guy, but he has a mentality of a slave driver. He wants to get, more out of you all the time. But he's a good guy. Yeah. Oh, they're talking about the weather now, sunny skies. Yeah, there's a lot of sun outside. A lot of sun. I think I should go to the park later on. Yeah, I think I should go over to the park later on. My daughter-in-law, she went over there this morning, and I think she told me that she went to the park and have a lot of exercise, because everybody's happy for the wonderful weather that's given to us today. And then I think tomorrow too. Tomorrow we're gonna have another nice day, and then we're gonna have a break. We're gonna have like some rain and a little bit of snow, not much, and then back over in next week again. We're gonna have up into the 60s and 70s. Yeah, spring is just around the corner there, so that's why we're having this kind of weather now, which I'm happy for, because I'm a Jamaican, and I was born in a tropical climate, all year round. You know what I mean? But then I moved here this the cold. I mean, I can manage the cold, but it's not for me. You know what I mean? I can manage it. You know, I'm 20 something years now in it, so I can manage it. The thing what I can't take, if I'm in here, I don't know why. I just cannot take the AC. I would prefer to, you know, manage the winter outside here than sometimes, but I don't know. Oh, maybe because I'm stationary and not moving. That's why. I just cannot take the AC inside here. But when I'm outside, I'm moving. You know, when I'm at work, I'm moving. So, and then when it's well cold, I have a lot of layers on. You know, I put on a lot of t-shirt underneath. Then I put on, you know, a pullover jacket, one, and then I put over another one. Then I pull another shirt over the jacket. Yeah, and keep myself warm. You know, because I wasn't born in this climate, so I gotta make sure I protect myself properly. But I'm getting used to it now. I'm so used to it now. You know, but you have days when it's wicked when the cold rips you, you have to run for inside. Yeah. In this country, you have a lot of clothes that you don't wear. Because right now, I have a lot of clothes in there what I don't have time to wear them. You know, because you have like a 4 season here. Well, in Jamaica, you just have one season, one tropical country right through the year. You can wear your clothes, but here, because you gotta buy clothes for every season, you know. But it's I'm not complaining, you know. I give thanks, you know, that I was able to move here, you know, and make my life, you know, a bit easier. Yeah. Because I'm not gonna lie. When I was in Jamaica, I had to work very hard to, you know, to survive and to send my children to school. You know, I was a young Rasta man in Jamaica, and no matter how I make applications for job, no one would hire me as a Rasta man. And I said, you know what? I go out in the street and hustle for myself. Yep, hustle and save some money, and then I venture into a business. The business was successful. Yep. The business was so successful that it helped me to school all my children properly. Yep. I got six children with my wife. You know, God bless her soul. She's passed away from stomach cancer, but I'm telling you, even in death, I have to love her. I met that woman when I had nothing. Nothing. I met that woman when I was walking barefoot as a Rasta man. And that woman stuck with me. Even when I keep up my foolishness, she have never yet one day said she had enough or she's gonna leave me. Never. I'll never in my life get another woman like that. She was a gem. She bore me 6 children, 3 boys and 3 girls. And we fight life from nothing to something. School our children. 2 of my boys went to Cornwall College. One went to Anchovy High. My first daughter, well, she's my first child. She went to Montaque Bay High for girls. That school, if you don't have high grades, you can't go to that school. And I had a daughter, my second daughter, she went to Marlon High. And my last daughter, oh wow, she had a brain. She went to Herbert Morrison Technical High. She was doing so well at school. Unfortunately, she, you know, made a mistake and, you know, became pregnant, got pregnant out of school. Yep. Her sister was living here. I had to send her up here. Yeah. That girl be working at All Foods. And you know, for the products, every product have a code. And American girls, whenever they want to, when they don't know the code for certain stuff, They come to my daughter. She knows the code for every product that sells in the store. I tell you how good her brain was. Every product she knows the code. Every one of those American girls have to come to her. Call us Sue. What's the code for this? Call us Sue. What's the code for that? And she be telling them. Yeah. Our children that goes to high school in Jamaica, they do better than children up here. Because what our children do in third grade, what they are doing up here in third grade is what we do in second grade in Jamaica. That show you how advanced our children are. Yep. So I did well with my children, you know. Now all of them are here now. My first son, he was the last one to come. It took a time to get him because his mother was the one that was filing for him, and then she passed away. I had to do it all over by myself. All of that money that we spent with her mom to file for him, we lose all of that money. So when I took her to Jamaica and buried her back in Jamaica. And when I came back immediately, I started filing for my son. I'm a citizen, so it was supposed to take me 6 years to get him, but then came the COVID. And then when the COVID came, it pushed it back to about almost 3 more years before I could get him. So I get him about a year and a half ago. He's here now, he has a nice job. Nice job. And my second son, the one that went to Cornwall, the other one that went to Cornwall, he works at the same place that my big son works, but he's in a bigger position than my son. He's a genius. That guy be making good money. Yep. But I don't bother them, you know, because I like my own, you know what I mean? So I give thanks that I still able-bodied to work. So I just go and do my work, make my own money. I don't bother them, you know what I mean? Yeah. My biggest daughter, she lives in Florida. Yeah. And my second daughter, she lives like a quarter mile away from me, down the road there. Yeah. My last daughter, she lived like about 3 chains down the road there with her children. Yeah. And now my children has given me 18 grandchildren. My last 2 grandchildren are twins. Their mother, my children's mother, my wife, she was a twin, and her last son bring 4 twins. The last 2 grandchildren are twins, boy and girl. Yep. And everybody is here. I give thanks. I give God, Almighty God, thanks for that. You know, I really did well with them. You know what I mean? When I came in possession of a U.S. visa, I tell myself my children have to have it too, and I didn't stop. I go about getting it for them. Yep. So you see, my people, we you know, our children are valuable. You know, we should always take care of them. You know what I mean? Teach them well, treat them well. You know what I mean? Protect them. Yep. And if I wasn't doing right, if I wasn't doing right, they wouldn't be in this position that they are in right now, you know? Yeah. I always tell my children that education is the key, because the world that is waiting on them out there, if you don't have education, you're gonna get lost. You know what I mean? You need education to navigate this world now. Yep. I didn't have I get a little portion of it, you know, not much, but I didn't have a father around me, you know, to mold me the right way. But somehow, Father God has instilled in me the importance of bringing up my children the right way and teaching them that education is the key, you know, for their success in life. Yeah. My second son, that boy is driving some high-end cars. I'm telling you, he's making good money. That guy be driving BMWs and GLE. Yo, have you ever seen his cars? And he's also a DJ. Yep. On weekends, he's all around the country. Sometimes he's all over in California, Canada, doing his DJ gig. Yeah. But he has his steady job, you know what I mean? Yep. Making good money. I'm happy for them, you know what I mean? I'm so proud of them, you know what I mean? Yeah, I love my kids. And moreover, I love my grandchildren. They are gorgeous. Yes, they are gorgeous. The last two twins, oh my God. They are gorgeous. The only regrets I have in life is that, you know, my wife didn't live to see all of them, you know, because a couple of them, she didn't see them. Yeah. She didn't see, how many of them she didn't see? I think it was 3 or 4 out of the 18, she don't know. Because she passed before they, you know, before they born. That woman was a gem, I'm telling you. They don't make them like that no more. Don't make women like that no more. I had nothing when I met that woman. That woman stood by me. Some women nowadays, I'm not saying we don't have good women now, but hard to find. Some women nowadays, you don't have nothing, they're gone. They ain't gonna stay with you. So I am so proud of it because she, you know, I met her when I have nothing and she stood by me without nothing. And we fight life to something. Yeah. She passed away from stomach cancer. Yeah. I have her picture on the wall right there. That picture can never come off that wall. Never. I have her picture on my phone. Can never come off my phone. I was talking to a girl sometime. I have a friend, I have a little friend, you know, that I talk to. She was telling me about what am I doing with this dead woman picture. I almost never talked to her again. Talk about. That's my rock. That picture cannot come off my phone. When you look at my phone, that's the first thing you see. If I put my phone down and then I take it up, the picture just come up on it. It's like a wallpaper. Yep. Don't make them like that no more. Never give me a reason to doubt her. Never give me a reason to watch her. No. I give you one reason why I know she was genuine. She used to come to America many times before I came here. She came here and then she always come back home to me. I know many women in my lifetime leave their man and come to America. Never come back to their husband or boyfriend. Never. I know one that a brethren, he sent her to school, to college. He was a plumber, worked hard, pay all the money, and sent her to college. And she went away to Canada. Never come back to that guy. Never come back to that guy. So I'm telling you, gentlemen, boys and big men, when you find somebody that is genuine and loyal, respect is the order of the day. Respect that person. women, when you find a man who is genuine and loyal, show some respect. You know what I mean? Because you don't find those kind of people now. It is very hard. It's like looking in a haystack for one right now. I'm telling you, because what we have now, these young people, not only the women alone, boys and girls. What we have now, it's all about, vanity and all those sort of stuff, and you know, false stuff and all them things, disloyalty and thing. You know what I mean? Dishonesty. Yeah, we don't have those kind of people no more. I mean, yeah, well, let me say take about that. I mean, some is out there, but very hard to find. Yeah, I give God thanks, man. Long life, Every day I get up, I say, thank you, Father God, for another day, you know what I mean? Continue to bless me, and let I not forget to give you the glory. Yeah, yeah, man. So, yeah, my people, I'm here trying to sleep, but it ain't working, But well, since I'm laying down, I'm kind of feeling a little bit better. The tiredness is kind of, you know, going away. Yeah. When the sun gets a little bit cooler, I'm gonna go over to the park and do a little exercise and things like that. Yeah. So yeah, my people, once again, thank you guys, for supporting my channel, Just want you guys to continue to like, share, and subscribe. I know a lot of you are watching the videos and things like that, but not subscribing. Subscription means a lot to me. It's free, you don't have to worry about pay. There's no pain, just hit that button that says subscribe. That's all you gotta do. Because I want to reach up to that magical figure of 1,000 subscription. I'm now over 200 and something. I asked you guys the other day to get me over 200, and you guys did it. Now I'm, setting my eyes on another 100, day by day. You know what I mean? Because if and when I go to 1,000 subscription, then I can, start making preparation to retire and, devote my time to my channel. You know what I mean? Because I want to. At 75 now, I should be retiring already. I should be retired already, but there's a few things that I want to take care of first. That's why I'm still, working. But in the meantime, I want to, want my channel to be successful, and without you guys, it won't. You know what I mean? You guys are the engine of my channel. So please and thanks, push that subscription button whenever you watch the videos. You know what I mean? I know sometimes, sometimes I may put out a few little nonsense and things like that, but that's how it is, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to really get into stuff that is going to cause me, cause problem on me and things like that. I'm trying to stay away from, doing stuff that will cause me and YouTube to be in problem, you know what I mean? I don't want to be in any problem, because sometimes I do videos and it is telling me I can use certain music to, in the background. But then and again, when you do that, you can also get into trouble to use sometimes. So I don't bother with that, you know what I mean? I just want to keep my channel clean and, and respectful, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I try not to, repost people's stuff and things like that. I stay away from all those things. Yeah, so yeah, my people, I think I'm gonna try and close my eyes and see if I can sleep. So just want to thank you again. Thank you very much for watching my videos. And please remember, know where your children are hot at all times. Keep your eyes on them, protect them, feed them, clothe them, love them. Because remember, no matter how many of them you have, at least one will see you through when you cannot manage again. When you become a child again, because once a man, twice a child. When you become a child again, at least one of them will see you through. You know what I mean? I mean, all of mine care about me, but one lives with me here. You know what I mean? The last one that I find, my big son, my first son, he lives here with me. He's not leaving me. Because right now we are trying to get a different apartment and things like that. You know, so, because his children are in Tennessee, going to college in Tennessee. So when they come, we want to get a bigger apartment so they can have their own space, you know. So, you see, one is with me. All of them care about me, because if I call and say anything is wrong with me, they all run come in. Yeah, they all run come in. So treat your children well, care for them. When you becomes a child, they will see you through. So with that said and done, that are gone and what are gone. See you guys in the next video.